Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would just kind of film my overall makeup routine for you guys. Now I'm wearing this very pretty olive color. It's my favorite color to wear. I think it just makes my blonde hair really pop. But I love purple with this olivey green color. So I'm gonna kind of base my look on like a very purple look. So I'm going to have kind of like a purpley lip color, kind of a purpley eyeshadow. So let's get started. So I have washed my face. I have eye cream, a moisturizer on, and I kind of want to let my moisturizer sit and soak into my skin really well before I start applying foundation. So I'm going to start with my brow. So I'm going to take Mary Kay brow liner, and I use dark blonde. I have a very straight brow, as you can see. I love a good arched brow. God just didn't bless me with one, so I have a very straight brow, which works for my face. But normally the rule of thumb is your brow starts, if you were to line it up with your nose, that's where it wants to start. If you were to hold it up through the pupil, that's kind of where your highest point of the arch should be. And then if you line it up with the corner of your eye, that right there is where it should end. So I kind of try to follow that best that I can. Okay, so I just kind of start outlining where the natural brow is on the bottom. And then because my brow stops a little bit shorter than it should, I just kind of follow and extend it just a little bit. And then on the top, now you can't see, but I do have some natural hairs that come up a little bit. So I'm just gonna kind of follow, hold on. I was trying to do it in my phone. I'm gonna grab a mirror so you can see. I'm just gonna follow up, and that is where should be the highest part. And then I'm just gonna bring it down like that. And you can see that I kind of extended the arch just a little bit compared to that one. It just adds some more body to my brow that is missing when I don't do that. And then I'm just gonna kind of gently fill it in and then move on to the next one. Next product is my favorite. It is the Volumizing Brow Tint, again by Mary Kay. And you guys, it's fabulous. I'm using the dark brown color. And what it does is it just kind of combs through your brows. It tints everything so it's the same color, makes it look extra full and volumized. Oh, there's a brow right there. Okay, just gonna follow up with my other brow. Okay, so big difference from my before brow and after brow. As you can see now, I have a little bit more shape to them. Still pretty straight compared to some people, but I just have more of a shape, a nice point. I extended it down a little bit more to where they're supposed to be. So yeah, moving on. Okay, so at this point, after doing my brows, my foundation has soaked in a bit. So now I want to take, did I say foundation? My moisturizer has absorbed a bit now. Now I'm gonna take my foundation primer. It does have a SPF 15 in it. It's important to protect your skin from those UV rays. I'm just gonna put some on my face. It is clear, and it is silicone based. And what this does, and the same way with any professional painter, okay, they want to prime their so-called canvas or area that they are gonna paint on, and it just fills in any extra holes, pores, creases, impurities that you don't want seen on the final paint coat. That is why primer is so important. It fills in your pores, it evens the skin tone, and it's great, you know. Now, I always kind of like to let that sit for a few minutes before applying foundation. So while that is sitting, guys, I'm sorry if you hear any extra noise. My kids are upstairs. My husband is with them. They are not upstairs on their own. They are being watched, but if you hear extra noise, that's just what it is, okay? So I am going to take my Perfecting Concealer in the shade Light Ivory, okay? I am very, very pale. This is the palest concealer that they have. So I just kind of want to define my brows a little bit more. So I'm going to take some concealer and go just right under the brow. And then I'm going to take a cream brush and I am just going to bring the concealer up a little bit right under my brow. Okay, I don't know if you can see a big difference on camera. I see a huge difference. That just kind of cleans up the edges, makes my brow look really sharp and defined. I'm gonna do the same thing to this side. Take my cream brush. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take the same concealer, dot a little right on my eyelids, and just kind of blend that out. I am using this as my eyeshadow primer. So I'm gonna kind of just let that concealer sit, and I'm gonna move on to the rest of my face. Now I know some people love to do their eyes first before they do the rest of their face foundation in case there's any fallout from the eyeshadow. Mary Kay has fabulous Chroma Fusion eyeshadows, beautiful, super pigmented, and I don't experience any fallout whatsoever. So I like to kind of let the concealer set a little bit before moving on to my eyeshadow. So I'm going to move on to the rest of my face. I'm just going to take, I have this Time Wise, Mary Kay Time Wise Matte 3D Foundation. Now, some people do different ways. They squirt it on the back of the hand, they put it directly on their beauty blender, on their stippling foundation brush. I like to honestly just do this and tap it on my skin. Fine, when I put them in the back of my hand, I'm either getting too much or not enough. Same way with the brush, and I hate having to go back and get more, or I hate getting, you know, too much the first time and then I just feel like it's caked on or I waste it. And I find when I do this, I just normally get the perfect amount. Now you could be looking at it and saying, whoa, that looks way too pale. Okay, so with the matte foundations, it takes 1 to 3 minutes for them to, it's called oxidize, okay? If you don't have a chemistry background, you don't know what that means, but pretty much as it oxidizes, the color changes and the color will actually darken. I love this foundation. It is buildable. So say that I want a little bit more coverage than I normally do. I just do a light coat. I can easily come back again and hit the areas that I want more coverage with. And it is buildable, but it's light, it's breathable. It does not feel like my pores are clogging. It's just, it doesn't even feel like I have anything on. And that's what I love about this foundation. Okay, so this ring, I have a ring light on and it can be kind of deceiving. It does not pick up my dark under eye circles as much as it does in real life. So my favorite thing as a mom, as a college student, as a business owner, I'm all three in one, is this under eye corrector. It has like a peachy orange undertone. The reason why it's peachy orange is because most under eye circles have like a purpley blue undertone. Anything that's directly across from each other on a color wheel neutralizes it. So orange and blue are right across from each other on the color wheel. that means those two colors are going to neutralize each other. It's going to completely cancel each other out. And that's what these two are doing. The orange undertone of this under eye corrector is totally canceling out my bluish dark circles. And that made a huge difference, huge difference. Now, I do like my under eyes to have like a pop of brightness, okay? So this just neutralized it, and it does make my under eyes seem a lot brighter because it isn't any of that dark circles, but I liked my under eyes to be super bright. So I'm gonna take, you can really see the difference. See this peachy orange, and this is just my normal correcting concealer. I'm going with this correcting concealer. This is the same that I used under my brows, and I just want to really brighten some places on my face. Yes, so my face is coming together. Mary Kay came out with these fabulous liquid eyeshadows. I'm obsessed with them. There's 4 colors. There's like this purple, like a tannish bronze color. I always thought this was like an olive green, but everyone's saying that it's gray. So comment down below if you think it's gray or olive green. Every time I think something's olive green, everyone else says gray. So I'm starting to think I might be colorblind with that color. And then in this beautiful pale pink color, which would also look fabulous with this shirt. But again, I love the way purple and this green color looks. So I'm gonna go in with this purple. I did another video on all like the 3 different uses that you can use this liquid eyeshadow besides just using it on your eyes. So go ahead and check that out. It's fabulous. I love finding multi-use products. But I'm gonna take this eyeshadow and just put a little bit down. And then I'm gonna go in with my cream brush. This is the same one that I used for my concealer under my brows. And I'm just gonna kind of blend it out into where I want it. So I did want to bring it up a little bit more in the corner so you can see it when my eyes are open. Moving on to the next side. Taking my brush, blending it. But can you see that? So pretty, so pretty. Now you could just leave it just like this and it's fabulous. It'd be absolutely beautiful. But I want to kind of soften up the looks a little bit more, and I want to define the eye just a little bit more. Okay, so by using some more colors, I'm just using the Chroma Fusion eyeshadows now. I'm just using the all over eyeshadow brush. I am going to pick up this middle piece right here called Hazelnut. Grab it and just kind of go into the crease a little bit above the natural crease. This is just going to help add some definition and really soften up that outside so there are no harsh edges. Next, I'm taking a smudger brush, and I'm going to take up this deep brown called Mahogany, and I am just going to draw like a little V in the outer corner. Okay, do not fear, I'm not done. Next, I'm just taking a fluffy eyeshadow brush. There is no extra product on this brush, and I'm just gonna blend out that V that we did. This is just gonna really define the eye, but you don't want to see that harsh V, so that's why we are blending it out. All right, taking the same brush, I'm going in and grabbing this white-ish color. It is called Blossom. Now, all 3 of these colors that I chose to use today from the Chroma Fusion palette here, I chose matte because the liquid eyeshadow does have some sparkle in it and shine. So I didn't want sparkle and sparkle and sparkle, which would be beautiful. But I really want that purple to be the star of the show. So that is why the rest of the colors that I chose are matte. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Back to the smudger brush. Gonna take this mahogany. I'm gonna start from the outside corner, and I'm just gonna bring it in about halfway. Now I'm gonna go in with this hazelnut and just finish the eye up to the corner. You know, you can always do eyeliner, but I just like to do this with I like to incorporate the same shadows that I use on top of my eye as under my eye. So next, I am going to do lashes. Curl them. I hope you're picking up the true color because it is so much prettier in a mirror and in person than it is showing up on my phone. So pretty. Going in with my Lash Intensity eyeshadow, or wow, mascara. I just realized my camera shut off. But I was explaining, I did the mascara. I have 2 coats of mascara on this eye, 1 coat of mascara on this eye. Now I am going to do 1 more 3rd coat on this eye so you can really see the difference. Normally I just do 2 coats and call it a day. But I love this mascara because you can really just build and build and build. Boom. Boom. That's all I had to say. Do you see that? Do you see that? Okay. Finish up the other eye. Wow. Look at those lashes. Look at those lashes. Okay. Moving on to the rest of my face. This beautiful little palette here. Love this palette so much. Okay. One thing great about these, you can customize them. You can customize the palette. So you can put eyeshadow, you can put blush, you can put a bronzer, contour, and highlight. You can do whatever you want, make it yours. I hate, before I found the Mary Kay, I hated because I'd buy a palette from the store and I'd only use a few colors from it and the rest of the colors would just sit there, waste of money. So I love that I can customize the colors that I want and that I need. So I'm going to take this cheek brush from Mary Kay. I love this because you see how it's slanted. So every part, use contour, blush right in the middle, highlight is the highest. You can use 1 brush for all 3 things. Gonna take some of the contour and very pigmented, but it blends beautifully. Beautifully. Kind of want to buff that out. Now I already have a very narrow face, so technically I could skip this part because the whole point of contouring is just you kind of want to sculpt your face. But I have a very long, narrow face. But can you see the difference from just contouring on that one side? I can. I hope you can. Back in the side, this side, just the angle. I've always had problems kind of buffering it out. To blush. You have a very narrow face. From the apple of your cheeks. And that just kind of helps your face to appear a little bit more full. And I like that. If you have a more full face naturally and you want it to become appear not so full, start it back here and pull it forward and stop right around there. You don't want to bring it all the way to the apples of your cheeks. And that will give you the appearance of a more chiseled look, a more sculpted. But oh, I love blush. I just love the way it brightens up your face and makes it look so cheery. I'm moving on to my bronzer. Now for this, I like to just take a big fluffy brush. Gives it that very nice sun-kissed look. Okay, I have not done powder yet. Now I used to do powder as soon as I was done with my concealer, and I would put it everywhere, okay? But it gave me a very cakey look because I was putting on powder, and I was doing contour, and then highlight, and then bronzer, and well, that was out of order, but blush. All those are powder, so putting powder on top of powder on top of powder made me have this very cakey appearance. So I started doing it this way, and the last thing I do is powder, my Mary Kay translucent powder, because I kind of, wherever I didn't put powder, so I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, pick up some powder, and put it just on the areas that haven't had any powder touch them. So no bronzer, no contour. I have two fluffy brushes. This one obviously has been used a little bit more. This one I use for bronzer. This one I don't add any additional product to. After letting my powder kind of sit, I take this and I just kind of blend it all out. And kind of distribute that extra powder to the rest of my face. Doing it this way, I am not cakey. This way it looks much more natural, not cakey. Moving on to lips. Now normally I'll have a lip scrub. Normally do lip scrub before starting makeup. I forgot this time, but I think my lips are okay. So this is my favorite lip combo for when I wear olive green like this. I take a light nude lip liner because that's just closest to my skin. I'm following up with this beautiful, what is this called? Luminous Lilac. Love this color, love, love, love. Oh, honey. Do you see this? I'm ready to go. All right. And last but not least, especially during the summertime, set your makeup with some sort of finishing spray. Once again, I'm using Mary Kay because this is the best brand ever and you need to check it out. I will have it linked below. This is makeup finishing spray. Okay, now some people say that they do their finishing spray before doing mascara because then it makes their mascara run. Honey, if that's the case, you need to get yourself a different mascara, okay? Because it's not good. Mary Kay, we do have a waterproof mascara. If you don't want waterproof, all of the other mascaras are water resistant. I have never had my mascara run after using the setting spray. Never, okay? I think if I use a setting spray, you should be able to use it on anything and it sets everything in place, okay? So if your mascara is running, check mine out. I'll have it linked below in the description box. Highly recommend it, okay? I just close my eyes, close my lips, boom. There's just a cloud. This will stay all day long, okay? What do you think? Give it a thumbs up. If you liked hanging out with me, please give this video a big thumbs up. I appreciate it. Please subscribe, join the family, okay? I love you guys. Thank you for watching. If you have any other looks that you would like to see, please link them in the comments. Check out my channel. I have lots of other fun videos. Look for more to come. And thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Love you. Bye.